What's going on, guys? This is Disaster Caster, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now, in the last video, we went on our first date with Robert, and it was crazy, let me tell you. If you already missed it, please go back and watch the previous video. Also, we started another date with Damien because we had time, and we had just hit the 30-minute mark with Robert's date. So, I'm gonna assume that each date takes about 30 minutes or so, and added with how long I estimate it will take to complete the game, it's gonna be a couple of hours. You guys can still expect quite a few more parts, at least. And since all my videos are gonna be at minimum 30 minutes long to an hour, I'll probably get through this game a little faster. But I would want to estimate and say probably another 5 parts after this. I don't know, that's subject to change. I think I mentioned in a previous video, but I believe that it took about 9 hours just to date one of the dads, along with the regular story in the game. So, and considering that I'm going on all 3 dates with the 3 dads that I like, that before I choosing the final one who I want to have based on those 3 dates, it's gonna take me longer. Again, easily estimate maybe 12 to 14 hours, maybe. But anyway, let's continue on with the game. Where we left off, Damien had just taken us to the cemetery, and now we're having a picnic in the cemetery. So, and we just heard some weird noise or something, so let's continue. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Woof. Is it a dog? Oh. It's a dog. It is a dog. What kind of dog? That's the most important question. What kind of dog? As it finally comes into light, the friendliest, dumbest looking Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. Aww. It's a cute little dog. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. It is a beautiful dog. Look at those big old eyes. It's a cute dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see Robert. We just went on a date with you and you're here again? Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. He's a cryptid hunt. Well, he kind of looks like he could be a cryptid hunter. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. So you just found some random dog and you're just walking around with it. Why do you even have a leash on you in the first place? Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and produces a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? What else do you keep in there? That's a good question. You seem to come prepared with everything. The dog laughs up the treat and munches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. This is just a bonus for me because I love dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin to walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Disaster, if you will allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into a cloak and pulls out a folded on the ground handkerchief. He presses it to my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I'll use this to dry my tears for those of I can't wait to sneeze in. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I feel like all these are these are all seem offensive to me, but I'm gonna go with the top one. Oh, he found it. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Hey. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Oh. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Honestly, I'm glad they didn't show it on the screen, because that would have, like, completely changed the rating of this video. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Yeah, don't go telling everybody. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Disaster. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties? I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? How can we be sure our daughter's not a werewolf if that's the thing we're doing here? And how can I be sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. Make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Okay, so that was pretty short, the rest of it. Oh, what's my rating this time?
That was the jammiest bits of jam.
What is that?
I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
I don't know what that means either. But hey, I got another A. Okay. So I got another achievement. Interview with the Vampire Part 2. So I guess that was actually a nice date. I know, I'm sorry. The majority of Damien's date was in the last video. I'm sorry, guys. If you really want to go back and watch it, just check the previous video. Basically, we just went to the movie and then he took me to a graveyard and we had a picnic. Then we just run into Robert. So, we'll see. Let's see where we'll continue. If it will maybe go another date or if it's going to continue with the story for a bit. Because I kind of want to take a break from the dates and just do regular story stuff right now. But it seems like it's not giving me the option to choose between the two, and just going on these constant dates, like date after date after date, is kind of tiring, to be honest. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. I want to know if you're okay. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? I gotta know if something happened. Normally, in the past, I've left her alone with this stuff. I gotta know if something happened. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have... I have to pry. I don't want to pry, but I feel like I have to because there's obviously been something going on all this time, and she's kind of been avoiding the question and ignoring us when we left her alone, but I'm sorry. I have to pry. Amanda, get out. Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. Okay, yeah. Obviously pushing her wasn't a good idea, but I felt like if I didn't push something, she would have just kept acting like everything was okay, and obviously things are not okay with her. Because we've had her teacher say things are going on, and obviously she came back late that one night. We've already caught her crying before and we didn't say anything. So, I mean, there have been several incidents already, and now it's like, I feel like we gotta know what's going on. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I mean, at least she's talking to me, which is a sign that she's not completely mad. So, I mean, that's something. I want to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in a corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad at words, so I was hoping I could speak a language you both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over, and I made her a cake. The candles and everything. It's so sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. That's adorable. This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Okay, I'm not a fan of strawberry, but it's still cute. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. Okay, so... I'm getting the feeling that this is some teenage drama right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say I feel like it's some teenage drama. For the simple fact that she feels like she doesn't know how to explain it, and the fact that she needs to make a chart, because whenever there was drama with me in high school and trying to explain it to other people who weren't around, or who didn't attend that school, it felt like I would have to make a chart half the time or something like that. Even when I was in college and there was drama, it's like I had to gesture with my hands as if I was making a chart or something, or my friends would do that. So I get the feeling this is something about some teenage drama. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh.
I guess you'll start from the top. So you know how Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The one who puked in Dead Gotham Beyond, the best friend, the other one. I think that's the other one? I guess you're not technically wrong. It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? and she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and MOP. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. How many friends do you have with the names Rosie and Mackenzie? It seems like there's a lot, or are there just a lot in your school? Because I hated that growing up, because going with my real name, there's a lot of people in my schools with the same name as me. Like, half the time in my classes, I would have 2 or 3 people with the same name as me, and it was annoying. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah. And, that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. I mean, I suspected, obviously. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R. And she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Honestly, Amanda, that's kind of what I would do, but eventually I'd probably snap. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all said they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I told them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos, without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. See, I knew this was some weird teenage drama. I'm gonna go ahead and say, these do not seem like good friends. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R just, like, glares at me. Obviously, Emma R is a bad friend. I'm going to tell you that right now because... Let me get into it. Let me finish the drama part and then I'll get into it. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one, gossipy one. She pooped the bed too. Gossipy one?
Yeah.
I know. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything. I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say. But I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately dropped a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and, sorry, I know, that's a lot. You still following? I don't think our dad is following, but I'm following. What did Emma R say? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? Oh, so we don't get to read it? I kind of wanted to read it. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's been a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read, and then... Okay. I keep interrupting on this, but... This is like some petty junior high drama, and our daughter's graduating high school and about to go off to college. But I mean, like, situations like this, but what if you think I'm so terrible and then just stop being my friend? That's a junior high petty drama. Wait, left me on read. What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I don't understand. I know how you feel, Amanda. I hate the whole message left on read thing just because half the time I can't bring myself to reply because I have nothing to say, or I can't think of anything to say, or I'm dead tired, and the second someone brings up, like, I know you read my message, it was left on read, I'm like, that just makes me mad. I'm sorry I keep interrupting this. I gotta continue. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to MP about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. I'm venting to her about how pissed off I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and it's like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Emma P is a bad friend too? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to continue this before I get my piece. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R. has been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. She's not a good friend. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabbed at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's kind of. It's not. It's really not dumb because you can tell by her reaction it's not that bad. We've caught her crying multiple times. We could tell it's bothering her a lot. So, I mean, I want other people may be watching this or they may think teenage drama is dumb. And honestly, for me, I think teenage drama is dumb too. I mean, I dealt with it in college too and I still think it's dumb. But at the same time, like, it depends on how you react to it. And obviously to her, it's not dumb. And since she's so dumb, I'm going to say it's not dumb because it's really not dumb. I mean, the whole situation's dumb, but it's really not that dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. No, it's not. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess, unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't, not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that at high schools. I'm be honest, real friends do not do that. Okay, I wanted to save it until after this, but let me go ahead and say my piece, and then I will get back to the game. So, her friend Emma R. is the one that is dating the guy Noah that she likes. Emma P. is the other one who is kind of like the neutral friend who is okay to vent to. Now, she goes to the mall. Now, these three, Emma R., Emma P., Grace, and Noah, or Fort, whatever, I'm sorry, they all go to the mall to get nachos without her, and they go to a party without her. She catches them, she gets mad, and then she goes home. She sends out a super long text about it, and they don't respond, or things go bad, basically, between her and Emma R., the one who's dating the guy she likes. Apparently she's been dating Noah for months, and she knows that Amanda has had a crush on him for even longer, I'm assuming, or about the same time, and she didn't say anything. Yeah, that's a bad friend right there. I mean, if you know your friend has a crush on a guy and you're dating him, you need to tell them. Otherwise, that just makes you a shitty friend. I'm sorry. She is a bad friend. She is a really bad friend. And then, after her fight with Emma R., during her fight with Emma R., the other Emma that she's venting to, that our daughter is venting to, is taking every single thing that she is saying, that our daughter is saying to her, screenshotting it and sending it to her crush. So yeah, I mean, after your one best friend did you wrong with the guy you had a huge crush on, and then you're venting to the other best friend, that best friend is screenshotting everything, sending everything you're saying to your crush and to all the other friends. I'm like, yeah, those are just bad friends. They're just really bad friends. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and they can't see that. Well, that's their problem. I know we're probably saying that she's amazing because we're the dad, but still, I mean, Anyone else, I know you guys may think this is just gossip, but I mean, really, they kind of just dropped her out of nowhere since one of the Emmas got accepted into the school she wanted to go to, and it really just I don't know the whole story, maybe we'll learn it later in the game, but it really seems like all of the other ones literally just dropped her for no reason. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
Oh, me too, Dad.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love our daughter in this game. I love her so much. She does not deserve all the stuff she's going through. I understand her pain because I went through some stupid stuff like this in both high school and college, even junior high, and even going back and looking on some of the stuff I went through. I still think it was stupid. It would always be stupid to me. But at the same time, I'm at that level of petty where I just can't forgive people who did me wrong because they were never sorry for what they did, and I know in a heartbeat that they would immediately do it again. I mean, they've already proven they've done it again with our mutual friends, so I'm sorry, I'm not that level of petty.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, so we're back into the dating thing. Honestly, I really like the break from the actual dating thing, because it seems like I keep going on dates immediately, one after the other after the other. Okay. And I don't have the option to get out of this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on my second date with Matt. I get the feeling this is gonna be in probably another 30 minutes or so. So this video is just under 30 minutes right now, looking at my time. And it's probably gonna extend to be like an hour with this date. I may cut the video a little short halfway through the date or something if I feel like it's gonna go a little longer. But I don't want to drag it on too much. Good. I have other games I want to try recording. I have other games to download, or the games to buy, or the games to test out and whatnot. Like just other stuff I gotta do today, other things I want to get into. Because, like I said in multiple previous videos, I'm trying to set up a system. Okay, instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda. Amanda sticks her head out of the room. Father. Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo-jazz and stuff. Amanda. Are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry analogy? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Is that a yes? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Yes, it is. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. This place is quiet today. Just people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. We walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, it's Pablo again. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that would deceive my need to impress you. My innate dad sense tingles. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. I mean, I kind of agree with that, because I'm sorry, Pablo, but you look real. I can't tell what's going on with your arms. It's that paint or something, but it kind of looks dirty, and then the type of crop top, whatever. I'm sorry, but yeah, I kind of would. I don't know. I kind of agree with my dad. It's like, okay, you're just openly flirting in the coffee shop. Change the subject. Defend witch house. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Okay, why are we shouting? Oh, yeah, man, today's my first day. Matt's still training me. Disaster. Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veal starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo, now that what do we need to do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. It's a little too early for the pumpkin spice stuff, Amanda, okay? It's only August. A classic. And you? Americano football decaf for cutie, Father John Misto. I'll go with Father John Misto. Father John Misto, please. That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Oh, I was making a joke off. Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty. So yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it, for as goofy of his dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? Nope. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frontman Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mile around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl record sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but really I think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. When we were kids and we'd have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs. It made each listen really special, and mixtapes are even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around at the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, arcropunk, Nunsputanian. I have no idea where to even start. Half these, they're saying a lot of words I can't just pronounce, either because I'm stumbling with my words or something, I don't know. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream, vanilla, straw, purple. What kind of milkshake is purple? Sure, go with purple. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. I don't understand any of these. I'll go with Summer Cherry Blossom because I actually do like this Cherry Blossom scented candles. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, obvious. Bowling alley, Star Trek bridge, ambience, House of the Bone Clock. Yeah, rain, obvious. Rain. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano. Okay. That honestly seems like something Robert would do. Living off the fat of the land I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce these words in this game. I'm so sorry. Starting a new life in the Baltics. My backyard, honestly. What is your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. I'm gonna go with the top one because it's too relatable. Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Dark Night of the Soul by Danger Mouse. This one almost didn't get released, but there are a ton of awesome collabs on it. Super underrated album. I think you'll really enjoy it. Woo, dude. Thanks for recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in the bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? Oh, that's mean. That nerd is my buddy Disaster. Disaster, this is the beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the Third Waves going to do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always come through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vacant Veal be playing? If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me. Not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff, and listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even a pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand, and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt, stop some things for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Don't tell me we're gonna go do that. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know, but I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yeah, why not? No! We have daughters! No! Nah, man. What do you mean, what? Is that bad, or do you disagree? No, man, I think I'm good. It, is a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back to my place and listen to them. Yeah, it's bad. Of course it's bad. Don't promote the smoking of illegal substances, guys. I mean, I know this game is supposed to be for fun, but I don't want to promote that stuff. Matt and I walk back to the cul-de-sac and head into his house. I hope he isn't bummed about the no weed thing. We sit and listen to a Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness at the dancing." It looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dinky little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Well, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rose and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So when she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She, died before it opened. So she never got to see the dream. That's sad. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets to flip up the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? Ah, I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece SKA band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. No way. You had a SKA phase. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. Phase? SKA never dies. Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue their solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Go with the classics, stick to your ska roots anywhere. Here's Wonderwall. Stick to my roots. Yeah, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. SK. Wait a minute. That was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated, nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that? I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. I don't want to pry, but never too late to get back into it. Matt, you're just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. Oh, I get the feeling he said no because it has something to do with his wife. Maybe it was his wife's piano. Or they used to play together. Maybe that's why. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played a piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool. Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. Are you gonna put it out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable with the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks. Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late and I decide that I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the silver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. Oh. I knock lightly in the door and enter Amanda's room, sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in a chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry.
Hey.
No, I'm Dad. She opened herself up for that dad joke. I can't even be mad. Amanda she collapsed on the floor. She actually collapsed on the floor? I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in the pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight and it was amazing. He played piano for you. Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop. But he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. That was sweet. I get the feeling that it doesn't mention much about him playing because of his wife. What was my total this time? Did I get a B? Did I get an A this time?
That was a hell of a day.
Awesome, I got an A. So far I have completed 2 dates with Damien and 2 dates with Matt, and in the next video I am going to do a second date with Robert. For now, I am going to end it here and just pick up wherever I left off when I continue. I hope you guys like these long videos that are all going to be about 30 minutes to an hour long. Reason I'm doing the videos like this is basically because the 12-minute videos are easier, but it's easier. And I can be more consistent with my videos, I know, if I do shorter videos. But at the same time, for me, having to stop and remember that, wait a second, I'm at like the 12, 15 minute, 20 minute mark. I should stop and then pick up immediately where I'm recording. It's easier for me to just do longer videos, because I feel like I can dish out more videos, or better videos, the longer they are, because I have more content. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. This is Disaster Caster signing off.